Hi, I'm going to show you how you can mount wall ropes in your home without screwing anything into your walls or doors, without making any modifications. You can store everything you need right behind a closet door on a hook. You can store a carabiner there. I'll show you how to use that later. And the main device that you'll hook the ropes onto. The main device consists of a 40-inch long piece of aluminum tubing. The tubing is 1 1/4 inches in diameter, and the thickness of the walls of the tube is 1/8 inch. There are 2 straps that go around the tube. Each strap is made out of 1-inch military spec webbing. This kind of webbing is available at REI. And on the end of each piece of webbing is a 3/8 inch stainless steel anchor shackle. The anchor shackles are available at Home Depot. For the stitching on the ends of the strap to create the loop, so there's 2 loops in the strap, one for going around the bar, one for going around the anchor shackle. You can take the webbing to a shoe repairman and have them do the stitching, have them use very strong nylon thread. I suggest when you have them do it, you have them stitch a panel 3/4 of an inch or so wide for each end of the loop. On the door hook I also have my yoga ropes. I have a pair of short ropes and a pair of long ropes. Okay, now we're going to install the device to hold the ropes. First step is to adjust the straps so that they're the correct width relative to the door frame of the bar. So I just eyeball it against the door frame like so. And then I open up the door and slip the aluminum bar behind the door frame and take each end of the strap over the door. And close the door. Okay. So we're almost there as far as having the device installed, but we need to get the anchor shackle loops the same distance from the top of the door so that everything hangs evenly. So to do that, take a dowel, run it through each anchor shackle like so. And then I open the door, adjust my bar, keep tension on the straps, and then close the door. Okay, I had to make another little adjustment there because one end of the bar on the other side dropped down. Now you can see though that I have the straps and bar adjusted so that the dowel hangs evenly and so that I know that everything is in place correctly. While I have the dowel here, one thing that's nice with the setup is that you can use it for a bar hang. So you can take each end of the bar and hang like so. Right now I'm just using a wooden dowel. It might be a good idea, especially if you're heavier, to have another stronger aluminum bar there instead. Okay, but I'm taking the short ropes for the moment, and you install them just like you would on a yoga wall. slip the rope through the eyelet and then cinch it up. Okay, so I've got my yoga wall ropes in place. You can place a sticky mat on the floor here to get a little traction for your feet. If you're going to do rope 1, rope Bhujangasana, for example. So that's another thing that you can do on the ropes here. It's rope Bhujangasana. Okay. And then moving on, we can use the setup here, can build on it, and do some other poses. Okay. One thing I like to do is to use it for rope Viparita Dandasana and rope Shirshasana. So to do that, I take a long rope and a carabiner. This is the Black Diamond brand oval carabiner. One of my long ropes. And I double over the long rope a couple of times, loop it around one of the short ropes, and then I use the carabiner to attach it to the short rope on the other side. I have the ropes in the carabiner, and then I attach the carabiner to the other side. And of course there's other ways you could do this. You could even use yoga straps, although it wouldn't be as strong or as broad. Okay, so I'm almost there. Got my ropes in place, then I'm going to take a folded blanket to complete my harness. So I slip the folded blanket over my ropes and complete my harness. And I'm ready to go. To get in, I bring my sacrum against the harness, and then I start bringing my feet up the door. Be careful in general. The strength of the whole mechanism in part rests on the strength of the door, at least where your feet are pressing against it. Use your judgment. I'm not guaranteeing that any of this is safe for you. It's something that I use, and I want to pass on the information in case it's helpful to you. But beyond that, it's your responsibility to be safe and to do what's appropriate for your surroundings, your body, etc. Okay? So I'm going to get into rope Viparita Dandasana now by placing my sacrum against the harness and then very carefully walking my feet up against the door so I don't break the door. It's just a hollow, relatively weak door in this case. And then adjust my feet a little bit lower and come into the pose. Okay, so just briefly, here's rope Viparita Dandasana. Another thing you can do is use it for rope Shirshasana. Bring your feet into a different position, like so. Okay. And then also be careful when you come out. That's the end of my demonstration. To learn how to properly and safely use wall ropes, seek out instruction from a qualified Iyengar yoga instructor.